Hey, welcome to Food for Thought. So today I want to talk about, I have my notes here on my phone, about how the battle is not ours. A lot of times we can get caught up in despair, the situations, things that's going on, and we totally lose sight at this battle really isn't ours, you know. Um, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. So when we're going through something, when we feel overwhelmed with something, a issue, a battle, it could be something eternal. We have to remember that the battle is not carnal. So if we're trying to fight this in the carnal, um, seeking revenge or um, trying to get the upper hand for something, I feel like we have missed the whole mark in that. The people project. If someone is coming at you and it's just like, okay, well, what's their problem? This person is projecting on you. There's a root cause, there's a root issue to that. And I feel like that is where the spiritual battle begins. So someone's projecting on you, um, and then now you fight back or you retaliate or defend yourself, um, back in the natural. you know Here we are, you have two people being carnal, instead of stepping back and be like, okay, why is this person acting like this? And it's called, in my opinion, being the bigger person. you know the Bible, I will be referencing the Bible, but say we were never given instructions to fight any battle, but we were given the instructions to fight the good fight of faith. So when we are given these instructions to fight the good fight of faith, we have to then realize, okay, things are working out in our favor. If things aren't working out in our favor, where's the disconnect in that? The further instructions imply that we should walk by faith and not by sight. There's going to be a lot of times when the math isn't mathing. Things don't seem to be adding up like it's supposed to. But we have to remember that vengeance is mine, said the Lord. It does not say vengeance is mine, says, okay, and now insert your name there. That's not what that is saying. So we find ourselves frustrated. The first course of action is always going to be examine ourselves. Okay, we're in this walk. We are working out our own salvation with fear and trembling, right? So in this, what we're doing is each day by day, we are examining ourselves. Am I at fault in anything? Am I being immature in anything? Whatever the situation, you have to take it how it resonate with you. But in the different areas or the different situations, how are you acting? How are you projecting? Because we can project also too. I always like to think of it as we are the starring actor or actress in this life. It's like you are the individual that is the star, and then you have everyone else is the supporting actors or the prop people. I don't know, the gophers, I think that's what they call. You have the supporting actresses and actors. I'm referencing this to like a movie script. So what you have is you have all these other people, and they're coming at you. They're saying things. They're doing their part. But then because we are working out our own salvation, we're walking out our own thing, this thing called life on our own. We have to examine ourselves. What is triggering us? This person doing this person doing that, these people acting like this, and it's triggering us. Okay, we got to hold that mirror to ourselves and then ask our own self, why is this triggering? Should this be triggering? And that's getting to the root cause of it. That's how you fight the good fight of faith. You turn those fingers back towards you. That point that finger back to you. Asking thought-provoking questions of why. Asking yourself why, when you're triggered, okay, why does such and such bother me? Why, when this is said, is it bothering me? Why am I feeling like this? Why am I feeling like this? You know, our feelings are an indication that there is a problem. Just like if you are bleeding, you know, or if you have a ache somewhere, that is an indication that there's an issue. It could be minor, it could be major, but there's an issue. Your body is letting you know that there is something that is requiring your attention at this moment. So your feelings is the same way. We don't just push them down or sweep them under the rug. How do we address that? It's taking ownership of that. If I'm feeling sad, if I am feeling fearful, if I'm feeling scared, why, you know? Why are we frustrated? Okay, the Most High gave us His Son so that we can have life and have it more abundantly, you know. And if we're not, where is the disconnect? You know, are we out here spinning our wheels trying to make stuff happen? Now, we have to work, we have to take care of our families, you know. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about out here being a crusader to fight and defend every whim or everything that comes against you. You know, where have we allowed the Most High to come in and avenge us? You know, if the Bible says that vengeance is mine, said the Lord, have we made room for Him to even do that? Or we're like, no, God, we got this, I got this, you know. Or then when the things is really big, or when the things seem to be out of our control, be like, okay, Lord, I need you to step in. You know, this is where we have to be true to ourselves. This comes under examining ourselves. Let's see here. We will storm. Okay, yeah, we will storm the steps of the Capitol. We will rush to local courthouse to demand and declare that religion and state be separated. But behind closed doors, we take this Bible and pour it all over state and politics. You know, this was referencing to things that's going on in the world. You know, everybody has a TV, a phone, YouTube, and we see the things that's happening in the world. You know, in the first part, I'm talking about things that's happen to us directly. You know, people that come in contact with us. You know, allowing a space for the Most High to fight our battles. You know, now this being on a more global realm or side, have we allowed Him to come in and fight our battles also? It's like, have we positioned ourselves to pick and choose when we're going to allow the Most High to come in? It's like, okay, we got the Most High over here on there's a shelf, you know, on the shelf, and be like, okay, I got this, I can do this. Oh well, this one seems a little bit overwhelming. Okay, let me pull you down and ask. You know, if the battle is not ours, we don't have to be in a position of frustration. We don't have to be in a position of confusion with anything that's going on in the world, in our private life, anything. We don't have to. And if we are, we really do need to take a step back and ask ourselves, why? You know, we have the Most High. We have the Bible to look to for hope, for understanding, but yet then we don't. And then we get to a point where it's like, okay, I'm really burnt out. I'm really burnt out. I'm overwhelmed with everything that's going on, everything that I'm hearing. You know, that makes us double-minded. You know, when we put God in this box and we pull Him out when we want. And one moment when everything's hunky-dory, you know, it's like we can be positive and we can proclaim liberty or whatever, you know. And then when things are in despair and we don't know what to do, it's like then our whole conversation changes. You know, you're double-minded, and the Bible says that a double-minded man receives nothing. He received nothing of God. So we can conclude that what we have here is a classic case of check yourself before you wreck yourself, is what I had on here, followed by a clear case of sweep around your own front door. So that is what I had around the subject of the battle is not ours, you know, and we should be happy that the battle was not ours. Do we not have enough stuff going on in our own personal life to juggle than to have to take on the burden of everything else that we have no control over? You know, let's relinquish that. Let's give it to the Lord. He said his burden is light and his yoke is easy. You know, so if we are feeling down and out, if we're feeling bombarded mentally, because it starts in our mind. We hear different things, we take in those energies, and then it's just in us, and we meditate on that, and then it becomes overwhelming. It becomes to the point where we're consumed with it, you know, and then we're left to a point where we're really like wondering, okay, didn't I read somewhere that, you know, that there's someone that can fight my battles, and the vengeance is mine, said the Lord. You know, if my people are called by my name, you know, maybe I need to start standing on those scriptures and get some of that weight off of me. You know, that's standing on the word. That's standing on his promises. He said that his word won't return unto him void. Are we giving him his word? Are we declaring and prophesying or decreeing a thing over our life, over our situation, you know, to even allow that door to open so that he can come in and work, you know? But I feel like I feel like what we get is to a point, it's almost like I'm seeing a person in this shell, you know, like this is this covering, because we have a limit, you know, and then you're down here, you know, with your head down, and it's darkness, you know, and it's like we can't see past this, you know, when we need to break past this barrier and open up and give God an avenue. You know, can we break this barrier and give God an avenue so that he can come in? You know, it's like we live in this state of mind. It's like, I got this, until we don't have it anymore. When from the onset, you know, if he said he's going to stick closer than the brother, and if he said that we can call upon him and he'll show us great and mighty things that we know not, like, why aren't we doing it? Why aren't we doing it? Now, if we are doing it for selfish reasons, we're doing it for our own ego, or we're doing it to see what we can get, you know, he is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. But I'm talking to people who is like, really like, okay, God, where are you? Where are you? And he's standing there. He's beside you. He's there. He's in you. And he's saying, I'm here. I'm here. We can call upon him. It's just, are we choosing to? Are we choosing to? You know, so the title of this, 12:12 is on the clock. The battle is not ours. And the battle is not ours because the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. You know, we can't fight spiritual things in carnality. You know, you have the 5D, which is spiritual things, and then you have the three things here on the natural. You know, when the Bible says that whatsoever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. You know, these two things are connected. You know, what are you not binding, taking a hold of here on earth? You know, because we got it. And we have that mindset, we got it. But yet we're walking around frustrated. We're walking around with no hope. We're walking around with like that one day mentality. You know, I'm just going to make it. You know, it's like in despair. You know, I'm seeing like someone trying to, you know, you run a marathon and you see the tape You know, it's just like, I just gotta make it. I just gotta make it. You know, that life can be tiring. It can be um, daunting. It can be overwhelming. And it's almost like, when can I get this elephant off my chest so that I can breathe? When can I have this life, live this life and have it more abundantly? You know, regardless of what's going on around us, regardless of the what's going on the news and on the job, you know, as an individual, you can walk in the goodness of the Lord. You can walk in goodness. You know, how do you need to realign yourself? Whatsoever man thinketh, so is he. Are you thinking like, back to this marathon? You know, are you thinking like, I just got to keep going? I just got to keep going. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. You know, in sort of a desperate despair type feeling, but realizing that goal line or that tape is still moving. It keeps moving and it keeps moving and it keeps moving. It's like you never get there, you know. And when you're feeling and all in the inside, and all you want to do is just cross that finish line. It's almost like, if I can just make it, everything will be fine. Like, if I could just make it, you can make it now here and enjoy the race, right? This race or this life that's been given to us. So we only get one shot here now, you know. And it can be a good life. We have the blinders on, not looking to the left or the right, but looking straight ahead, you know. So that is what I have for you. Check my notes here. The battle is not ours. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, and that's what I really want to leave with you. Something to focus on, that the battle is not ours. And it's not ours because the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. It's spiritual. You know, I feel like this whole life, this walk, as an individual, you know, you as an individual, it's your walk. It's your walk. You know, you have other people, you know, family members, co-workers, you got friends and all that. But at the end of the day, it's your relationship between you and the Lord, you and the Most High. So that's what I'm going to leave with you. I hope you have a super blessed day, and I hope you got something from Food with Thought with Ro. Until next time, remember who you are.